Today, welcome to She Network. She Network. My name is Carolyn Solaru, and today we're going to cover how your LinkedIn profile can be turned into a landing page. In the chat, can you drop a 1 if you have a LinkedIn profile or a 2 if you don't have one in the chat for me? Let me make this an engaging conversation here. Okay, great. Okay, great. Okay, thank you. Okay. My name is Carolyn Solaru, and I'm the CEO of the Resourcesologist. And a little bit about me, I'm an AI architect. I build apps, I do code vibing, I build AI agents. I work with communities, I work with busy parents that have kids that need help with college planning. I do that as well. I also help students find scholarships from high school to college. And my clients, small business, parents, schools, education, nonprofit, and professionals. And so that's a little bit about me. Next. Okay, move my box down. Okay. So your LinkedIn profile that you have, it's not a resume. It's more, think of it more like of a landing page. And so I know a lot of people in the call put a 1 in the chat and they said they had a LinkedIn profile. But did you know that LinkedIn has more than 1 million plus people in LinkedIn? That's a great place to network. If you're a business owner or you sell products or service, that's a great place to reach people. But it's certain things that your LinkedIn profile need to look and feel for people to find you, for you to attract people on your LinkedIn page. So it takes about 3 seconds. People don't spend a lot of time on a LinkedIn page, about 3 seconds. So you want to optimize your LinkedIn profile. The LinkedIn profile is there 24/7, 7 days a week, and it's action driven. Okay, next. So today we're going to cover 9 strategic, just trying to get my box out the way, 9 strategic optimal ways that you can optimize your LinkedIn profile. Okay. On the screen, you'll see 9 elements that you can convert visitors into connections. The first thing people look for is a photo. In the chat, if you have your picture on your LinkedIn profile, please drop a 1 in the chat or 2 if you do not have this. Okay, great. A lot of people have their photos. That's great because you know that there are some LinkedIn profiles that people do not have their pictures in the profile there. Okay, let me move this out the way. Okay. A banner. How many people on the call have a banner on their profile? A 1 in the chat if you do, a 2 if you don't. Nice, nice. Okay, a lot of people have the banners. That's great. I see a 2. Okay, some 2s. Okay, we can help you out. A banner is important. That's the most powerful first impression people see. Besides your picture popping up, the first thing people eyes are drawn to is a banner. That's the thing that's right behind your head on your LinkedIn page. And I'll show you my LinkedIn profile in a minute. Then your headline, it communicates the value, your about section, your service page, your feature section, your experience and your skills, and your call to action. So from the things that you see here, the elements on this page, put in the chat what you do not have on your LinkedIn page. Just give me the number in the chat of the number you do not have on your LinkedIn page. Let me make this a little smaller. Okay, I see a 4. So someone doesn't have a headline. Okay. Okay, 2, 5, and 6. Okay, the banner, service page, and a features section. Okay. A 5. Okay, we have a lot of 5, a service page. Okay. Okay. So these sections are very important when you're trying to connect or if you're looking for a job. These sections are critical. These 9 sections are critical. They have other sections, but these sections are very critical um, because they bring you the most value when you have these things completed on your LinkedIn page. So let me go to the next one. Okay. Here's a photo. When it comes to your photo on LinkedIn page, the 400 by 400 pixel, your brand color, if you have a business, you should have that. It should be friendly expression. It should be a clear picture of you showing a happy mood. I see a lot of pictures on LinkedIn. They have things in the background. It depends on your business. If you're a sports person, then I do expect to see something related to sports. But if you're looking for a new job, new career, blur out the background and let the person focus on your beautiful face. Banner design. You want to, this is the first visual feature that people see is the background, the banner that goes right behind your head on your LinkedIn profile. And you want to state your proposition. What are you known for? What do you do? That should be there on the banner. Some people have slideshows, things are moving. Those are okay, but not too busy. And then if you click the pencil, if you have your LinkedIn profile up now, and you're following along, if you click the pencil icon, you just click on change photo and create slideshow, and that's how you'll create a slideshow. And then your service page shows your core offering. It just remove all the guesswork out. So if someone looking at your service page, they want to know something about you. They only have a few seconds, especially if it's a recruiter, someone from HR, someone's looking to hire you freelance. They don't have a lot of time to do a lot of reading. So you should just put those core values up front. If you have trouble articulating that or it's too wordy, use your AI tools. Use Claude, use Chat, use Perplexity. If it knows you well, it can help you demonstrate that in 1 or 2 sentences. Okay. Clarity beats creativity every time. So don't do things like this. Marketing professional, MBA, passionate about growth. People don't care about titles. They're important, but not that important anymore. They want to know your service. They want to know what you do. So this person, instead of saying this over here, this person said, I'm a woman. I help women entrepreneurs grow in their business with clear marketing strategies. That's more powerful than you putting your title because this title doesn't really tell me anything about you or what you do other than your title. So when you look at the about section structure, you see 1 through 5 here on the screen. You want to open up with a relatable problem. You want to like connect with a story, quantifiable results, and you want to explain how you help. And then you want to always end with a call to action. How many in the chat had this, have had 1 through 5 or had most of these things on their page in the chat? I'll go back to my chat. Okay, thank you, Susan. You said you have 1. Okay, you do have 1. Okay, someone has a 4. Okay, explain how you help. That's wonderful, Sherry. Thank you. Okay, 2 and 3. Okay, so I see 2 and 3. That's great. Okay, and I'll take that the others don't have any other numbers on their LinkedIn profile. Okay, so let me go to the next page. Okay, so you can have your profile like a pro. Like I said, your features section, you can link it to a newsletter. You can keep your best work shown there on your features section. Your experience section, this is really strong here because you have a lot of experience. Whether it's paid or unpaid, you still have experience. So you want to add that stuff to the experience section. Here it says no money reads job titles, they scan for signals. That's what we just covered a slide before. And so you want to have that on your LinkedIn page and you want to optimize your skills. There are some new skills in the market, some skills I never even heard of. I mean, I do code vibing and there was a skill that I never knew exists. And so it popped up and it describes a person as a product manager. And so I added that to my skill section once I discovered and read and understood what it means. So don't short sell yourself. If you have skills and you have a resume, use ChatGPT, use Claude, use Perplexity, any of the LLM models, and upload your resume. And you can ask it to pull out the skills that you have that you can use on LinkedIn. You have 50 slots to use. You don't have to use all 50 slots, but maximize your skills. Don't short sell yourself. There's a lot of work you have done, you're still doing. Um, you might not know exists, and then Claude or Chat can help you pull that information from your resume. Okay. Premium features that drive action. So LinkedIn has a paid version. I have the free version. I don't have the paid version, but you can set it up. You go to your pin here on your profile, and you just scroll to the bottom. You can do custom button, and then you can choose call to action text and provide a URL. So if people in the chat from one or two, if you know how to go to that pin by your profile, and it has a drop down feature, and it has things that you can add to your LinkedIn page, like recommendations, call to actions. How many people with the one in the chat know that exists? How to add additional sections to your LinkedIn profile. If you know about it, you can put a one in the chat for me, please. Okay, I have some ones. Okay, good. I have some twos, no problem. Okay, some twos, okay. Thank you. Okay, so this page, for the ones who put the twos in the chat, if you select the pin icon, it's right by your profile. If you have your LinkedIn up, you just scroll at it'll open up and you can scroll, and it has custom buttons, and a whole drop down will come down on your page. And I'll show you, I'll go to my page here. Let me see. Let me go back. I'll show my LinkedIn page in a minute. It doesn't show. So I have to switch back and forth. So I'll show you mine at the end. Okay, so building your landing page in 4 weeks. So you have the visual foundation. You can do that. You can work on that the first week. And then the second week, your messaging. You can work on that your second week. And then your third week, your content. And then the fourth, your advanced features. So on this page, these are quick wins to update your profile, rewrite your headlines, and add 2 skills. Your experience, something you've done, you can feature it. So the more you add to your LinkedIn and the more you curate those sections from LinkedIn, the more people will find you on LinkedIn. If your background is in IT or your background is in teaching or wherever your background is in, find people on LinkedIn to connect with, or find companies that you like to work for and connect with the people in those companies. That's a great way to grow your LinkedIn page. I'll share a little something about myself. Last year, I want to say around July, I was working with a company. It was an agency, and they really didn't want us to like put too much stuff out on LinkedIn because of the type of high level clearance we had. So I really didn't use LinkedIn that much. And so fast forward, I changed jobs. And when I went to LinkedIn, I had under 100 followers. And then as of today, I'm almost at 500. It grew really fast. I had people reach out to me almost on a regular basis. People follow me. And it's grown a lot. I mean, people from companies, CEOs, you name it, they're following me on my page. So just doing things like this can maximize your LinkedIn page. Not a heavy lift. Most people in the chat said they had a photo. Most people said they had a headline. You should maximize your skills. You should also talk about your experience section, and cover these things here, weeks 1 through 4, and start following people on LinkedIn to maximize your LinkedIn page. Okay, track what matters. Profile reviews, connection requests, receive them. If someone responds to you on LinkedIn and they like something you post, not all the time we have a chance maybe to respond, but it takes a second just to say a thank you, or you can just like it. And that's showing interest, you're engaging. click through features and resources, engage on the post. This helps optimize your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn has something called algorithm, and you do certain things on your LinkedIn page, and it increases things on your page. So it can profile reviews, connection requests, direct messages, and new opportunities. So by doing the things that I mentioned thus far, these things here will increase on your LinkedIn page. Okay. Your profile can work hard as you do. Key takeaways, your LinkedIn is your landing page, not your resume. First impressions happen in 3 seconds. People don't spend a lot of time on pages because there's a lot of people on LinkedIn. Clarity, small optimizations, profile, it works for you 24/7. So even when you're not on LinkedIn, someone's coming across your page. You're connected to somebody, and when you're grouped, they're connected to somebody else. It's like an ecosystem. So people are constantly looking at your page to see if you offer a service, if do you do freelance work, or you're looking for a job. So if you optimize your LinkedIn page and add those few features we talked about earlier, it can really help people find you in your LinkedIn page. So next steps, choose one of the elements to optimize this week, share your progress, she network, partner with someone that's accountability, and then track your matrix. Let me see what else we have. Okay, so I think let's share my LinkedIn page. Let me exit the presentation mode here. And now let me share my LinkedIn page. 1 second. So I go to LinkedIn and I go to share. And then in the chat, give me a 1 if you could see my LinkedIn profile here, please. So go back to the chat. And this is the time we can come off the mute now. I went through the presentation, so feel free to come off mute and let's have an engaging dialogue and a conversation about how your LinkedIn page can become your landing page. So you can come off mute now and ask questions and engage and maybe share some information that help you, that may help others that's on the call here. Will be great. Okay, yes, go ahead.
Yes,
Gina?
hi. Yes, hi. My name is Gina. I just got my license to be a nursing home administrator last month. So I'm looking for administrator roles. And what have helped me brand myself on LinkedIn, and I highly recommend for people, is I started a newsletter
Yes.
created to my work, and I have got over 500 connections subscribing to my newsletter. So
Congratulations.
thank you. So what everybody does in their career, I highly recommend doing a newsletter of what your expertise is in to draw attention.
Awesome. That is great. And that is true. People like to read newsletters. People want to learn. Some people pay a lot of money for like training. Some things are free. So that's a great way to share your knowledge and keep people engaged with the newsletter. And the people, let me ask you a question, Gina. The people that follow you on your newsletter, what do you do with those leads that you have? Those people that sign up for your newsletter, we call those warm leads in the consulting world. What do you do with those leads that you have?
So I actually started going down the list and introducing myself and making a networking connection. So if there's any openings or anything they know of to keep me in mind, I actually started doing that today, actually. Just, you don't say right away, I'm looking for a job, just a connect.
Right.
Hey, I'd say. And it's working, I feel. So I highly recommend it for everybody.
Yes. Now, do you have a CRM system where you capture your leads in? Like, do you have a system? I know some people have like Go High Level, GitHub. It's like $97 a month. Some
No.
people use a Google Sheet. They just use a plain old Excel sheet, Google Sheet, and they keep track of their names and email addresses. So, do you have something like a CRM system where you can capture those leads?
No, I don't, but I could use some help in getting that. So what would it be? I'm sorry.
Oh, you can go to Google Sheets. There's
I'm sorry. Sheets, Sheets.
Yeah, Google like Google Docs, Google Sheets. So you can just find like a free video like on YouTube, and you can put Google Sheets, and it'll show you how to put all your leads in one place?
Oh, yes, yes.
Yes.
I
Uh-huh.
have a notebook currently. Every detail every morning. I update my note.
Okay. Yeah, so you can do that. So you can capture your leads. So I like how you said don't jump out and just ask them for like a job if they know someone that is hiring.
It would be nice to, but you can't.
Yeah. So what you can do, I can give you a little bit of a secret here. What you could do,
Uh-huh.
you can go to Claude. You familiar with Claude, the AI tool?
No, if you could, I
Okay.
just,
Are you familiar with chat?
yeah, Chat GBT I use.
Okay, so Claude is just like Chat GPT. Chat always agrees with you. It's like your friend and never tells you wrong. Claude is the person that will challenge you, ask you questions. So if it's free, it's a free account. So go to Claude AI. It's a free account. It looks just like ChatGPT, and you
Mm.
have a conversation. I just, you can tell them like you're who you are, and you just started this. Your background is this, and you
Uh-huh.
started a newsletter. And so I started a newsletter, and I have XYZ amount of people that follow me on LinkedIn. I need content to keep my warm leads engaged with me outside of my newsletter. Can you share with me 30 days worth of content that I can post and keep my warm leads hot? Because what you don't want to do is to get those leads turn cold and people are not interested anymore. So if you go to Claude or go to chat, you're comfortable, and you put in there, I want to keep my warm leads warm. I want to stay engaged. My end goal is to look for a job. How do I come across and ask that without asking? And so the AI tool will tell you what you need to do, and it will give you some short things to post like every day on your LinkedIn page. So you can send that to the people who read your newsletter and you can keep them engaged.
Thank you. And what is, how do you spell Claude again? Claude?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
You're quite welcome. Anyone else want to come off and have a discussion around LinkedIn? You can unmute yourself and just start talking. Yes.
Hi, my name is Tejal. I finished my PhD recently in life science sector, and I'm in Boston looking for jobs in biotech industry. A brief introduction. My question was like, what do you think about, is LinkedIn really like the core platform for landing jobs, or you think it's just one of the many mediums?
I think it's one of the many mediums, but I will say LinkedIn has over, I didn't check the numbers, so don't quote me. I know it has over 1 million people on it. Chat will give you the answer. This platform in LinkedIn has a large number of people here, and you just finish your PhD and you're looking for a job. There are people, recruiters, there are people that post jobs on LinkedIn before they post it to the public. So people have gotten jobs. I don't like to say the back door, but people have landed jobs that I know through LinkedIn, through a conversation from someone on LinkedIn, and the person told them, we're going to post this job, apply. And the person applied for the job and they got the job because they had a conversation with the recruiter or a hiring manager on LinkedIn. They're all in LinkedIn. They're looking for people too. You're looking for them and they're looking for you too.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So LinkedIn would be a great place to showcase yourself. Your PhD, they need to know that. Something about you, like a header here. Like, what do you do? You go
Yeah.
to this add profile section. It has a lot of stuff here. You can add things here. And see my impressions. I mean, this is large for people to follow, and people, 318 people viewed my profile. I don't have the paid version of LinkedIn because I can see who some of the people are, but I have the free version, your about section. I did some training, got a certificate from a company as a AI consultant. So I put that there. I'm also a certified AI consultant, so I'm going to upload that as well. Career Club spotlighting me today for this event. I posted on my LinkedIn. I did an AI summit this past Saturday where I was talking about how to choose the right LLM and the right connector using AI. I was featured, so I put it here. Your experience, education. I did a project. I built an app called College Fit, where I asked students questions and help them find the right college. I did this for a company just on a phone call, and we could share it. So I went back to the page and I shared the link here for the app that I created. Skills. I have 42 skills. This is a skill I didn't know it exists. It was talking about procedural thinking. This has something to do when you code Viber, when you're building apps. This was a skill that came up, procedural thinking. I didn't know that was a skill. I added to my LinkedIn profile. I have recommendations on my profile. I'm part of an international association of artificial intelligence. I have other organizations. I just go here, hit the plus sign, I add it. So do you see how I'm continuing to build my LinkedIn page? I started out with under 100 people, I think like 23, 50 people July of last year. I'm up to 486. I get messages and notifications. Someone just reached out to me yesterday, a CEO of a company, and he has contracts with federal government and he wants to collaborate and connect with me.
Awesome.
I just follow him. I don't know him. We're going to have a message exchange on an email. We're going to do a Zoom call. We're going to talk and see how we can partner and see if he has something he can offer. If it's something I want to do, I connect with people on LinkedIn. This is how it works.
Oh, okay, thank you. Got it. Maybe one more question. So, between the about section and the experience section, would you recommend to put few skills in the about section or keep it more like generic, like why you want to do what you want to do and how this helps? It's more generic or it's more like skill driven?
Well, the skills, I would keep the skills because it has the sections about top skills. So
Mm-hmm.
you want to spotlight yourself with your top skills, right? You put your
Yeah.
top skills here. You're telling a story about yourself. You know yourself best. So you want to talk about you, right? Talk about you and then save the rest of your skills for this skills section down here. You have up to 50 slots to add skills here in the skills section.
Okay. Uh, uh, maybe you misunderstand me, or I probably
Okay.
don't explain it properly. What I mean is, like, for example, I did my PhD, so I had a lot of technical skills. And
Okay.
when I try to explain my story, like what I did, so in my experience section, I usually have to put the technical skills. But the
Okay.
question was, do I also put that in my about section to explain myself better or to explain my story better? Or it's just like too much to put all the technical skills in about section as well?
I would limit the technical skills in the about section because they want to know what you've done, who you are. I would say most of your technical skills for the skills section. If you put a lot of technical skills here in the about section, you're going to lose a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
and they want to know about you. So to help you, what you do, you go to Chat GPT or you go to Claude. I like Claude. You go to one of those, and the question that you just asked me, ask that same exact question in the AI tool, and it will give you an answer. And then if you have a resume or so, you can upload it. And then in the chat box section, you put that same question you just asked me about. In my about section, I'm a recent PhD graduate. I have a lot of technical background and skills. And help me, based on my resume, write something about my about section for the LinkedIn page. And before you do that, a key tip here, always start out in your questions when you talk to an AI tool. You are an expert. So no matter what question you ask Claude, Chat, Perplexity, or Gemini in that section, you want you have to give it a role. So you have to tell it, if this was me and I didn't have this in here, I would say, you work at LinkedIn, you're an expert. Here's my resume. Help me craft something about my about section. I'm a recent PhD student and I have a lot of technical experience. Help me craft it. Claude and Chat will help you do that. Your other technical skills you have, put those in the skills section.
Got it. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Any other questions? You can just start talking. I'm looking at the chat. I see a lot of buttons muted, but if you just want to come off, start talking. This is a open dialogue. Just start talking.
Yeah, I'm concerned about my the lead-in under my name. Not
I,
really sure, like, do I just bullet point I can do X, Y, Z, P, D, and Q, or I know these particular platforms, or I do marketing. That's
okay.
what I do. I've worked for a major consumer product goods company for the past 9 years and
Okay.
was recently laid off. So, number one, underneath my name, I've got this lovely, I create marketing activations. Like, do I write out sentences like that? Or am I doing bullet points like you have? Number one. Number two, what is your hot take on the open to work banner?
Oh, let me answer your questions backwards. The open to work is good. When I was in the federal government and got RIF, I never even had an open to work banner on mine, and it's fine. I mean, it's what you feel is comfortable for you. Open to work will attract people and know you're open to work. For me, I went straight into AI, so I pivoted. So I became an AI certified consultant, and I mastered it and I got my certification. So I didn't really need to put open to work because I work for myself. I would say your question about the picture. So you have your picture in your LinkedIn page, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want me to share?
Sure.
All
I'll
right.
start
Hold
sharing.
on. Let's see. Forgive me. Let's see. It's been a hot moment.
Okay. Make it a little bigger so we can see
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
full screen. Okay, great. Okay, so I can spot something right here. So right here, where you have your name and you say, I create marketing aviations that connect customers. Okay, that's what
Yep.
you do. So on that page where you have your picture at, open to work is fine. I would put your titles there. So what titles you had, when people look at this LinkedIn page, they're gonna see your face. That's a second. They're gonna see Susan Harris, your last name. They're not going to read what you did. They're not going to take time to do that. They're going to put, like on mine, I have AI consultant, I have whatever, blah, blah, blah. So in your work experience, your work life, put your titles like underneath your name there. That I created marketing, that goes in the about section. All that
Okay.
information, what you do about yourself. So if I looked at this and about, it doesn't really tell me what you do. You just have marketing operation leaders. It doesn't really tell me like the result, the impact. Like it doesn't like show me like the impact, the call to action. You have proven track records. I would let me look at mine right quick. Okay. So I say I'm an AI consultant. So underneath your page, you say I'm a marketing something, something, something. That goes underneath of the about page and use all the white space. Don't put bullets. Uh, type. Don't use the bullet points because you don't have but so much character space or characters you can use. So I would take that information. I'm a marketing person. I would put your title. You had a title at this last job. You worked at other jobs. I would
Yep.
put that there underneath your name. I create marketing, this whole spill you have here. I would take that along with what you have in the about page down there. I
Yep.
would I would put that in Chat GPT or Claude along with your resume. I would tell it to act as an expert, or you are an expert and you work at LinkedIn. Help me create my about section based on my resume and the information I shared here. It will blow your about section out the water. Of course, you have to read it because chat, if it's not trained, because mine's is trained, sometimes it hallucinate. So read what it does hallucinate. So read what it says, and if it's what you've done based on your resume and based on information here, and then you'll tell it. I forget how many character spaces you can get here, but whatever the max character space is, you let Chat, Claude, or Perplexity know. I'm just making this number up. The max character space is 150 or 250, and you tell it this is the max character space I have. It will write it for you. And if you don't like it, you can say this part is not true, or reword this, or I want to show like impact. I want to show quantity. It will write it for you. And then you take that and put that in your about section. Because if people only have three sections and they're looking for someone to work in the marketing section, if I glance at your about section, it doesn't really tell a lot about you. And I know you've done a lot in marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't really tell me a whole lot about you. And you want to stand out. So use chat or use Claude to help you rewrite that about section and put your titles, all the different jobs you have. You can put your resume in there again in chat or Claude, and you can say, I'm going to work on my profile section. I have my photo there. I have my name there. Based on my resume and the places I work, help me create a strong header that recruiters, HR people can see, and they'll pull the information from your resume and it'll give you those job titles that you've done recently and in the past. It will give you the information to put there on your LinkedIn page.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Super helpful.
Okay. Thank you.
So appreciated. Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else want to just come off mute and talk? We have about 15 minutes.
Susan, stop sharing.
Mm-hmm. And thank you, Susan, for sharing.
It's been a hot minute. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else want to come off and engage about LinkedIn? Don't be shy. So those are some good tips about the LinkedIn. Like the lady said earlier, the newsletter is good. If you're stuck on something, don't be afraid to use chat, Claude. Perplexity is more your research brain. They do more research, but your Claude and your chat, if you get stuck, you always tell it to act like an expert, or you work for LinkedIn. I'm trying to increase my LinkedIn profile. I'm looking for a job, and take it section by section by section and build your LinkedIn profile out. Don't overwhelm yourself. After you get your LinkedIn profile where you want it, start connecting with people. So, Susan, you said you did marketing work. Marketing is really hot right now with AI. So, I'm not sure how much you know about AI, but people who do marketing along with AI skills has really taken off. So, in
Yes,
the
matter of fact, Procter and Gamble, just because of proprietary information, actually created their own AI platforms.
Mhm.
So with images, with designs, with wording, with all the things. So we weren't allowed to actually leverage Chat GPT because
Mhm.
that would actually potentially be spilling out trade
Yeah,
secrets out into
yeah,
the
absolutely.
universe, right? So
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah.
and I worked at a company that I had a clearance, and so they created their own chat inside of the agency. And
Yep.
so when I did executive orders and paperwork for the White House, I had to use their in-house chat GPT. I couldn't go outside and use it. So now that you're on the job market and you're looking for work, I will wholeheartedly use ChatGPT, Claude, and I would just take it section by section and always start out with, you're an expert. You work at LinkedIn, and I'm I'm optimizing my LinkedIn page, and take it section by section, and it will help you put the information in all the sections you have. And don't forget about the add profile section. That section has other things that you can put in, like you had awards when you were recognized for something. You can put stuff like that in there. People you work with, reach out to them and ask them, can you write a recommendation letter for me? That speaks volume. So reach out to those people. You go to LinkedIn, you hit add profile section, and you'll see a section say recommendation, and you put their email address in there. You have to be following them on LinkedIn, and you put their name there, and then you just put something in the description and ask them would you mind writing a recommendation. You may work with them, you did some work with them before, and just have them write a recommendation. And once they finish, it pops up on your LinkedIn page, and that's great for recruiters to learn more about you, because that person's doing a recommendation is talking about you.
It's a great idea. Now you keep saying Claude. It's CLAUDE. Is
Yes,
that correct?
that's another AI tool.
Where and it's my inner science geek computer freak in me. Where is this coming out of? Like, understood Chat GPT is is one of those free-for-alls. Is Claude in the same boat? When was it created, and when did how far after Chat GPT?
That question you can put in Chat GPT and it'll give you an answer. It will give you an answer. The AI world, Chat GPT, IQ is past 155. Um, Elon Musk had an article. He said by the end of the year, the AI tools will be smarter than any human on the planet. Think about it. People are training the tool. You have doctors, lawyers, scientists, students, homemakers, from A to Z. People are putting stuff into these AI tools. They're asking questions. They're getting information. You're training it. The IQ is over 155. There's no question it can't answer. You put any question there, it'll answer for you.
And one of the top IQs of all times, I believe, is 160 for human beings. You're
It'll be
talking like
past that before
Einstein
the year.
level at that point.
Yeah, this is February, and the AI tool will surpass that by the end of the year. It'll pass that.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So feel free. Any question? No question's a dumb question. No question's a smart question.
Caroline,
You
I'm
can't break the tool. There's nothing you can do. You can't break it. Get familiar with it. It's free, so use it. It's free. Chat is free. Claude is free. Perplexity is free. What else? Gemini is free. A lot of people use Gemini. They make images. They're like using Gemini for like making like fun stuff, images. But um, you feel comfortable with chat or Claude, get familiar with one. I did a section or a training on how you train it, because in chat you have to go to your profile, go to settings, and you have to train it, and you'll tell it not to hallucinate, not to use these type of words. So you have to train it so it get to know you, and the more you use it, it'll say, "Good morning, Susan. Good evening, Susan." So it'll get to know you and how you talk and how you ask questions, and then you just take it from there. Just keep using it.
Love it.
Okay.
There's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
That's my other complaint. Looking for a job, somebody was like, "Well, you're out of work. What do you mean you're busy?" I'm like, "You're joking, right?"
Yeah. Well, the job market, I will say, is really being out of work is bad to begin with, but then being in an economy such as today, it's gotten even worse because federal government, I think it's like over 300,000 people got laid off, and then
Mm.
take that and add it to the private sector, like they're still laying people off, right? People laying off. So, and then you have AI that's coming, that's going to like lay people off even down the road, right? The AI is going to like lay people off. So it's like really squeezing people out of work. But they say it's jobs out there. Okay, so LinkedIn, they have jobs in LinkedIn. There's a job section in LinkedIn. So recruiters are out there in LinkedIn. HR people, they're out there in LinkedIn. There's some other platforms. So you can go to chat. I'm looking for a job in marketing outside of LinkedIn. Where is another great platform I can find work in the marketing? It'll tell you. It'll tell you what other platforms to go to find the jobs that you're looking for.
I had a question, Carolyn.
Sure.
You mentioned this Claude. Do you have to pay for it? Because when I just looked briefly and it says you got to pay.
No, you used the wrong link. So get out of that and
Uh-huh.
just go to Google and put free Claude AI. It's
Oh, great.
definitely free. Yeah, just type in the word free. It's definitely free.
All right, thank you.
And let me give you a little caveat about free. It's free. Chat is free too. So it's free, but the AI tools, they use something called tokens. Maybe sharing some information, but the way the AI tool is built, it takes like every 6 words and it's like create like a token. So when you use a free version, you have a certain amount of tokens used per day, like you can use. And so when you maximize your token, you may get a message and say you're at the end of your tokens for today, or you're at the end of your free
Yeah,
stuff for the day.
yeah, I
It'll
got
say,
that.
yeah. So Claude would do the same thing. So it's still free. You just wait till the next day and you just pick up where you left off at.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's free. So yeah.
Thank you.
Unless it's something you want to pay for, you really need. Like me, I use Gamma. So the presentation I shared a few minutes ago, in the chat, just out of curiosity, the presentation that I just showed before AI, how long would it take to put a presentation together like that before AI in the chat? How long would it take?
About
Days, weeks, hours? How in the chat, like how long would it take to do a presentation?
hold on.
6 hours. I see somebody say 6 hours. 8. Couple of days, depending on content, research.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the AI is on the scene. Days. Thank you, Alice. Now that we have AI, tell me in chat how long did it take for me to put my presentation together with the help of AI tool. I use a Gamma. 10 minutes, Susan said. 1 to 2 hours, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. It took me 2 minutes to put the presentation together. That presentation took 2 minutes using Gamma. You can change your pictures in Gamma. It's a whole lot of things you can do when you're doing presentations. Yeah, 2 minutes. I did that using my phone while landing. That took me 2 minutes. I opened the presentation up, I changed some words around, I added some things to it, but the presentation itself, it came from the prompt that I wanted to talk about. I wanted to talk about LinkedIn and the landing page. So I had to tell Chat or Claude what I wanted to cover. I didn't want it to be too deep, kind of high level. I want to like hit the things people need to do. And I put my prompt in one of the AI tools and I took it after it understood what I wanted. And I took it and I put over in Gamma. And I put over in Gamma, I choose the color slides I wanted. It took 2 minutes. Gamma, it took 2 minutes.
And does Gamma function the same way as ChatGPT and Claude does as far as the tokens, like 6 times and you're up for the day?
Well, that one I pay for because I do a lot of presentations. I really like Gamma. So you'll find some AI tools when you get addicted, you really get addicted. So I like Gamma, and so I paid for the version. So I think most of the things are like $20 a month. Sometimes they have specials and sales like, oh, let me share another nugget. How many in the chat? Put a one in the chat if you have a PayPal account. If you have a PayPal account, put a one in the chat. Great. The people who have a PayPal account a few months ago, I think it's still available. If you have a PayPal account, you get Perplexity Pro for free for a year. And I think it came with another AI tool. I don't remember because I got mine free last year. But if you have a PayPal account, you can just Google it. It'll come up. I don't have the link anymore. But if you have a PayPal account, you get Perplexity Pro for free. And it came with something else a whole year for free, just because you have a PayPal account. So utilize that. I mean, it's free. Use it. And it's a pro version. So it's not like the typical regular version that you run out, you use it too much and say, okay, you met your bandwidth. Is it just for US or is it Canada included? That I'm not sure, but what you could do, you could ask Chat or ask Claude about what is the link if you have a PayPal account. Or you can go to Perplexity, the free one. What is the link for the Pro Perplexity if you have a PayPal account? And does it work if you're located in Canada? It'll give you the answer. It'll give you the link and it'll give you the answer. So that was a free one that I discovered. Oh, you're welcome. That was a free one that I discovered. If you have PayPal, you can get the free Perplexity Pro.
And it says, yes, you can get 12 months of Perplexity Pro, a $200 value, for free if you have a US PayPal account as part of the partnership, valid through December 2025, valid for new Pro users.
It might still work. Are you able to drop that in the chat for other people?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you so much, Susan. So yes, that might still be available. I did mine in 2025. I think it's still ongoing because my Perplexity Pro is still free.
And Complexity Pro is through PayPal?
It's not through PayPal. PayPal probably did like a partnership or collaborated with
Okay.
Perplexity, and they gave away something free because you know PayPal have a lot of users.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I guess the collaboration.
It does say offer ended on December 31st, 2025, but check back for future offers.
Okay, yeah, okay. So that's good to know. So yeah, so that was something free that Perplexity did with PayPal members. Yeah. So every now and then, I think Chat GPT is free too, but when I thought about paying for the paid version, it gave it to me free for 30 days. Even before it started to collect the $20, it said I could have it for 30 days. So every now and then, Chat, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini, if you click on it and they ask you to upgrade, if you just hit the button, you don't have to pay for it. If you hit the button, that's where you can see the specials. Sometimes they have specials you can see. Someone said, yes, it is free. Okay, someone dropped something in the chat there. Thank you so much for sharing that.
I just threw in an article where it says 10 best perplexity AI alternatives.
Okay.
So it gives you 10 AI alternatives that are similar to perplexity in
Nice.
that particular thing. So like Google, Gemini, Bing, uh,
Yes.
Jasper, all of those, right?
So in the chat, what number of AI tools do you think exists currently in the market? Just put a number in the chat. Like how many AI tools you think that's out there in the market? Too many, a lot. Anyone want to take a guess? Over 100, hundreds, and they change like every day. The last time I checked last year and I was asking about the AI tools, it was over 5,000 plus. It was over 5,000 plus AI tools. So most of the people stick with Chat, GPT, Claude, Perplexity, and Gemini. Those are like your top contenders, and they're free. They stick with those. Someone said I use about 10 AI programs. So Sarah, can you come off mute for a minute? Do you pay for all 10 of those AI programs?
No, I don't pay for a single one of them.
Good, they're free. Because I just did in my AI summit, I talked about how to pick the right AI tool and the right connector. There's a lot of people that's paying for AI tools. It's almost like a card note right now.
Yeah,
Don't
like,
Yeah, don't pay for things and it's free. There's a lot of free things. So good for you, Sarah. You have those 10 tools that's free. That's
yeah, it's like there's one that can actually make videos. So you take a
yes.
short video of yourself. It's called Sora.
I use
There's
it. I
about,
love it.
I I
I'm
love it.
addicted.
The one thing that kind of bugs me about it is it doesn't pick up how my face actually moves. So it kind of makes me look sometimes a little scary in a way. But if you use it and you use it correctly, you can make amazing videos that are so realistic, and
Mhm.
you don't have to set up a camera in a workspace or anything. You literally type in, like, I'm sitting at a desk talking about, let's say, a specific plant.
Mhm. And they'll do a short
And
video for you.
yeah. And then sometimes, because depending on if you're going to pay for it, if you have Apple or Android, you have to take, if you're on Android, you have to take it over and remove the watermark, which is another AI system that I use that I don't pay for. It literally, I think I can remove things off of it, like 10 videos.
Mhm. So a fix for your Soro, do your prompt inside of chat or Claude. And so you can ask it to give me, again, you're an expert, you're a photographer, you work at the top, I don't know, magazine company. I'm using Soro and it's changing my face image. Chat will give you the prompt to put into Soro so it takes your face and keep it the same without changing anything on it. It does that. And speaking back to the LinkedIn profile page, there are AI tools out there that you can do photos for. So long um, ago, people went and they paid lots of money for headshots, and some people they still pay a lot of money for headshots. $1,500, $250, $500. Those days are long gone with AI. There are AI tools that can get you the most beautiful headshot that you can put on your LinkedIn profile. So use the tool, do a nice headshot, and put it on your LinkedIn page. Or if you have one, you can put it into the tool and you can enhance it. You can change your hair color. You can do a lot of stuff with it. You can have fun. As long as it's professional, you can put it on your LinkedIn profile. And thanks for sharing that, Sarah. Anyone else before we close out have any questions about LinkedIn? And thank you all for your engagement in the conversation. I really enjoyed it. Okay, could you recommend the best one for headshots? There's a lot. I would say go to chat with Claude and say, you're an expert. I need a headshot for LinkedIn. I want to use something free, and you type it in, and it will give you the recommendation for the headshots. Okay, thank you. I need that album cover. I need that for, yeah, album cover. They do album covers too. So yep, you go to chat with Claude and you put it in. I need an AI tool for my album covers. I'm looking for one that's free, and it'll give you a list and it'll tell you what they do, and you can do that. Chat, no, because I tired and did not recognize myself. Use Gemini. Gemini is the king on the street for images. Gemini, use Gemini. They're king for pictures. And they have Nano built in. So there you go. Nano is built now into Gemini. So you can get the best photo shot ever. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming to this section. If you got value, let me have some hearts in the chat if you learned something today about LinkedIn, and you're going to like move forward with enhancing your LinkedIn profile. Some hearts in the chat. It was good too. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you, Susan. Thank you so much.